Hello and welcome to this week's edition of ELCAT News. I'm your host, Jen Carlos. With the end of the school year approaching and seniors due to graduate on May 31st, the school committee took time on Monday to recognize Jake Brady, who has served as this school year's student representative to the committee.
Jake, speaking for the school committee, we all feel that the student rep is vital to our effectiveness, and you, my friend, have exceeded our expectations. For example, your committee communications were always prepared, organized, and purposeful. Your comments, even in a heated discussion, were valuable and insightful. Truly, you were one of us, and we really appreciated that. We know you're going to be successful in life. We're glad we all could be part of it. Mr. Jake Brady, thank you so much.
On Tuesday, the Planning Board finalized its discussions of a draft bylaw that would allow mixed-use zoning districts in town.
Mixed-use development shall mean a development consisting of a mixture of residential, commercial, and business uses and building types to include yada yada, with or without business, commercial spaces, business and commercial buildings, and open space.
So I'm going to take that verbiage and insert it.
As is.
Can we add recreation?
Be-
Commercial buildings, comma, recreation and open space?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it matches what you had at the bottom?
That makes sense, recreation.
The draft bylaw was developed by the board with input from developers who have been working for 2 years towards a mixed-use project on Chestnut Street on the site of the former Package Machinery Company.
So we'll vote on this at our next meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
We got there.
Now we.
The bylaw goes now to the town council in an eventual public hearing. The council's Planning Matters Subcommittee, which may consider that draft bylaw for a recommendation to the council, met on Monday to discuss another zoning issue, the request by Ecos Energy to change a 21-acre residential parcel off of Pease Road to an industrial zone.
What is this proposal?
So the proposal is for a zone change to a certain parcel of land, 0 South Pease Road in East Long Meadow, Massachusetts, from residential to industrial.
Okay.
And the purpose of the zone change is to enable the petitioner to build, construct, and operate a solar array on the property. And the property has no frontage on 0 Pease Road. It has no access from 0 Pease Road, and for that matter, no access anywhere in East Long Meadow. Fortunately, the developer owns property in Somers, Connecticut, to the south of 0 Pease Road, and already had that parcel permitted for a solar array in Somers, Connecticut. By owning the directly abutting parcel, it has access to the 0 South Pease Road lot, and will enable it to construct both projects if the zone change is granted.
Explore a green bylaw. Because he said, if you're passionate about, okay, Attorney Martin.
So how do you remember how long it took to do that process?
But again,
But just hear
do
me
you know
out
how
now.
long it
Hear
took
me
to
out.
get the environment to where it is right
Yeah,
now?
but hear me out. So
Do it the right way.
With the solar programs, like they got shut out this year because, the process didn't go as we had hoped. The planning board said, no, we had to come here, now we got to come there. They're hoping that it gets open next year. If we have the zone change next year, we can get hopefully back into the program. If we embark on a process that takes 3 or 4 years, you're essentially saying it can't be done because things will change in the program. The property will have been, fallow for all that time. If we're trying to do things properly and efficiently for achieving the goal of getting less fossil fuel generated electricity, your long answer would work, but it would be more damaging than the direct answer, which is what we approach.
But your court case is going
I
more from the
understand
long
that,
answer.
but that's an alternative to this.
All right, I'm going to take a motion. All in favor of recommending this matter before the town of East Long Meadow Town Council signify by saying aye. All opposed signify by saying nay. Nay. Vote is 3-0, not to recommend. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to close the meeting.
And the council's Financial Oversight Committee continues to review the town manager's FY20 budget proposal.
I see the rec department is here. We might as well take advantage of their time. They're here. I don't think anything stuck out in your budget to us. It was kind of looking, yes, but we do have one question. Do you know how much of the area of the Pine Knoll parking lot is going to be paved?
It's the upper level only. So you've got, there's 3 parking lots, and it's
Yeah.
the top one.
It's just the top one.
Correct. And
Okay.
they're going-
The public budget hearing will be held on Tuesday, May 14th at 6 p.m. at the Council on Aging. That hearing will take place in the COA auditorium. Part of next year's budget includes funding for a stormwater division within the Department of Public Works to address requirements under the EPA and the Massachusetts DEP for reducing pollutants in runoff that empties into local streams. One significant source of that pollution is phosphate, nitrogen, and pesticides from lawn fertilizers. The DPW can provide information on ways to reduce the impact of lawn care on the water quality in streams and rivers. First, test your soil. A soil test lets you know what your lawn and garden need for nutrients so that you don't waste money. UMass Extension provides soil testing services. Also, leave grass clippings where they fall. Grass clippings left on the lawn will decompose, returning valuable nutrients back into the soil. To make best use of this free natural fertilizer, mow high, 2 to 3 inches, do not remove more than 1/3 of the blade, and mow when grass is dry. Finally, choose the right fertilizer. If a soil test shows your lawn needs nutrients, ask for natural, organic, slow-release fertilizers. These products more effectively deliver what plants need. Also, know how much and when and where to apply. If you need to dispose of your grass clippings, you can visit the Summers Road Transfer Station on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This year's townwide tag sale was held on Saturday. Here are some highlights from the event.
So I've seen a couple done in Connecticut and surrounding towns, and I thought that, you know, bring new ideas to East Long Meadow, and also, you know, try something new. So I know a lot of people are looking to get rid of a lot of stuff, and so far I've heard just positive feedback about it, and excited to do it again next year.
The health department would like to remind people that exposure to ticks is something to be mindful of when enjoying outdoor activities. The health department has lots of information about protecting yourself, from clothing tips to safe and effective repellents. If you do find a tick attached to yourself or a family member, having that tick tested can determine the level of risk associated with the bite. Town residents are eligible for $5 tick tests, a $45 discount courtesy of the health department, and the nonprofit organization Tick Report. Tick Report provides insights to who is being bitten by ticks, when they get bitten, and what pathogens those ticks are carrying. Looking for something sweet to get Mom this Mother's Day? We stopped by Maureen's Sweet Shop at the center of town to get a look at some of the handmade chocolates, candies, and gifts available for this year's holiday and other occasions.
We've been in East Long Meadow. This is our 9th year in town, our 10th year in business. We're located at 6 Center Square, which is right in the Rotary. We're the building that sits on top of the Rotary that doesn't look like it has a parking lot, but it's hiding out back. We're a fine chocolate shop, so we do toffees, turtles, truffles, all the really good gooey things. Our most popular items are truffles, chocolate-covered Oreos, and turtles. We have our truffle pie, which is really, really new, and it's a pie crust, and it's got truffle in it, and it's caramel and marshmallows. It's this whole concoction that we put together, and they are decadent, they're delicious, and they're adorable. And when we first started, we started with everybody in the family taking a shift to run the store, and everybody learning the skills together. And I remember one day I had an intern in, and my father-in-law, this is a funny story, he comes in and the intern wasn't working out. And he goes, "I'm tired of you getting these interns that don't work out. That's it, teach me what to do." And he came in and he literally is our primary chocolate maker for our Oreos, our pretzels, and that sort of thing, because he just enjoys it. And my mom will come in and help on the front end. My husband works and makes the fudge. I think my favorite part about being the owner is that if there's any issues or there's customers that come in and they want to talk, I'm here, and it's so great to engage with people and to understand their needs and work with people in general. It's great, and you feel like it's a whole network of friends that you never would have had if you hadn't opened the store. We are at 6 Center Square, which is right in the Rotary. We're the building with the clock on top. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 6, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 5.
On Wednesday, May 22nd at 11:15, stop by the Senior Center to learn more about problem solving. Join Laura Fontaine as she shows how to resolve or minimize personal challenges by using a 4-step problem-solving process. The town of East Longmeadow is calling on volunteers to help beautify Heritage Park. Stop by on Tuesday, May 21st from 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. to help keep one of the most beautiful parks around beautiful. And brand new from the Rec Department, Extreme Teen Adventure Camp. Visit Dave & Buster's, Six Flags, beach destinations, and more for kids in grades 6 through 9. Register at elrec.recdesk.com. On Friday and Saturday evening, May 17th and 18th, the ELHS Drama Club presents the classical Broadway musical Anything Goes in the high school auditorium. The show is the first musical to be staged by the Drama Club in many years. Showtime is 7 p.m., tickets are $5, available at the door. Here's what's happening at the library this upcoming week. On Friday, May 17th, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. is Food Explorers. Parents and children will learn by using the book, Sometimes versus Anytime, while sorting foods into the correct food group. Fruit and yogurt smiley face snacks will be created for ages 3 to 5, sponsored by Pathways for Parents. On Friday, May 17th, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is another edition of Friday Flicks. Stop by the library to see Clint Eastwood's latest film, The Mule. On Monday, May 20th, from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., volunteer registration begins. Register to work as a summer reading volunteer. For kids entering grades 5 and up, an adult must be present to register. That's it for this week's edition of ELCAT News. I'm Jen Carlos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.